What's up YouTube? Welcome to a new video. So my makeup has evolved a little bit from the last time I filmed a makeup tutorial, which was a fucking long time ago. A lot of people ask me what is my current everyday makeup routine, what is my go-to look, and it's this. So in today's video I'm gonna show you how to do this look. It's like super easy, it's super fast. I need like 20 minutes max, to do my makeup in the morning. Helping out the Monolids sisters out there, and yeah, I hope you like my little tutorial. I hate long intros, so let's get started. I don't know if you remember, but in my past tutorials I always had these like cute hairbands to, you know, hold my hair back, and they're all at my parents', so I'm just going with this, which is like super boring, but it does the job. So recently my skin got so much better. Like these little dots you see on my face, when you touch them, it just feels like normal skin. They're not like bumps, and these are like I would say leftovers from old blemishes. So I'm just gonna use a foundation which is light coverage, and I'm a huge fan of the Fenty foundation. I just squeeze a tiny little bit on my hand and just like apply it under my eyes and like on my cheeks and a little bit on my forehead, but not too much. I stopped using sponges because I felt like they're always squeezing up so much of the product and they're wasting my fucking money. So instead, I'm using this brush to even out everything I didn't apply properly with my finger. Next up for my eyebrows, I'm using this old ass palette, and as you can see, like the top already broke off, and I know enough people who would throw that away, but I value my shit, so I'm still using this even though it looks nasty. I haven't found the perfect eyebrow product for me and the shade that I want, so I'm just using eyeshadows to do my eyebrows. I start off with this light grey one, so it's like a process of going from light to dark, and I'm using this angled brow line brush from Zoeva. So with the light grey one, I begin to fill out the, I would say, yeah, like 1/3 of my eyebrow. Then I'm going into this ashy dark brown and do the rest. So I usually just go like straight and then draw something like an outline, like how I want my eyebrow to be shaped. It's a little bit longer than my natural eyebrow. Then I use an almost empty mascara to brush them through and give them a little more shape. I usually brush the inner hairs like over here, like upwards, like that, and the ones on the outside a little bit to the side, so they are nicely shaped. Oh my god, why am I talking like this? That was so cringy, I'm sorry. So next up is my eyeshadow. For my everyday look, I'm always using just one shade of eyeshadow. This time I'm using the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette, And usually, like for example, these two shades look very similar, just one is glittery and the other one is not as glittery as the other one. Wait, does that make sense? It's a matter of if you want to look like fabulous or like extra fabulous. Today I'm gonna go for extra fabulous. So from this semi-sweet chocolate bar palette, I'm gonna use the shade Bonbon to do my eye makeup today. I'm using a fluffy brush, go into that shade and just put it all over my eyelid. You know, I like styles too with like 4, 5, 10 different eyeshadows. But sometimes you just ain't got time for that shit, so you just use one and it's just brown and that's okay. After that, I'm using a thinner brush, and this one is the Pity Eye Blender from Zoeva, and I'm using the exact same shade just to apply a little bit of it on the outer corner of my lower lash line, just like that. Then next up, eyeliners. I use two different ones. The first one is the Urban Decay Perversion Waterproof Fine Point Eye Pen. I'm using this to actually draw the shape of my eyeliner, and then I go over it with this P2 Perfect Look eyeliner, which is like €1.25 or something. It's very cheap, but I realized like this combination stays the longest on my eyes because I have monolids, and when I use other eyeliner, after a while the eyeliner just creases over here, and when I put these two together it stays on my eyes like all day long. I don't know why, but I found this magic formula which is like my go-to. Now comes the difficult part. Usually I just go from the inner corner, like I start to apply this eyeliner very tight to my lash line, but I prefer it to be a little bit thicker than that. Like this is too thin for me, so I'm like drawing like this. Currently I'm into this straight kind of look. Oh my god, it's so hard to do that and to talk at the same time because you have to concentrate. Okay, now I got the shape and I'm just gonna fill out the blank space in between. I realized I'm the best with felt tip eyeliners. I tried liquid eyeliners before and it just looked like a scriggly whatever. I'm just not good with it. If it's not completely the same, don't worry. Just go over with this one to even both out. I mean, eyeliners, like, you know, like eyebrows, they are sisters, not twins. I don't know who said that, but this person was a fucking genius. I made it to my motto when I'm doing my makeup. If you have very long lashes, just put some mascara on and be like, bitch, I call it a day, but my lashes are very short, so I'm gonna put on falsies. And some people be like, how is this everyday makeup if you put on falsies? I'm so used to it, like putting on falsies is for me like 30 seconds in the morning, I just glue it on and then I'm ready. So my favorite lashes are still the ones I buy in China. They are super cheap, like 10 pairs of it, it's like €1 or €2. And I can use them several times and the quality is pretty good for cheap Chinese lashes. And for glue, I'm using the Duo Eyelash how do I pronounce this? I just call it eyelash glue because I can't pronounce the fucking word. I'm using the clear white one. I don't like the black one that much. And yeah, I use these two products to glue some plastic lashes on my face. So the key to lashes is actually you have to like bend them a little bit and also let the glue dry for at least 30 seconds. And usually I find it like more difficult to glue on new lashes. Like I used these a couple of times before and they're already like in the shape of my eye. So when I put them on, they're like, you know, puzzle pieces putting together. It's very satisfying to do this. This looks so weird because it's like flapping around in my hand. So my lashes are on and now I'm doing something you might find a little bit unusual because not everyone is doing that. I like to add beauty marks or freckles to my face because I think it makes the look more interesting, even though it's not that much effort. And it doesn't matter if I'm doing freckles or beauty marks, I'm using a very cheap eyeliner. It's the same brand as the second eyeliner I used. It's from this brand called P2 and it's like this very warm brown. I already have a natural beauty mark over here and I usually like to add one here and you know, just random places on my face. Some people are very confused when they see my pictures on Instagram, like which of your beauty marks are actually real, and I like to add one here. Take a shot for every time I said here. Like, does anyone count how many times I've said that fucking word? And also, it's a very great way to cover up, for example, this one. This is actually, you know, a pimple left over. You know, I'm just gonna like draw a beauty mark over that. And instead of hiding it, I'm just gonna emphasize on it because I think it's cute. To let my face appear a little bit fresher, I like to add a little bit glow, and I'm using the Narcissus palette. The pink shade out of that is my favorite, and also I'm using this brush. It's a 300 from... what was the brand of this brush? I fucking forgot. I'm using the pink blush out of that and apply it over here. So, you know, I look like actually blood is streaming through my veins and I am living. Also, it emphasizes your cheekbones and you look cute, you know. And I'm also using the highlighter from this palette with a fan brush and apply it on the highest points of my cheeks and also on my nose tip. On my lips, I don't really use anything. Before I started this makeup tutorial, I put on a little bit of moisturizer. I used the Lush Rose Lollipop one that I always use. And yeah, that's actually the finished look. Oh shit, I almost dropped my mirror. And now you're ready to go out and be like, yeah, I'm living on this planet and I'm pretty. I hope you liked it. If you recreate this look, especially with, for example, the beauty mark, post a picture of that on Instagram, tag me if you want to, and I'm gonna check it out. And yeah, that's my everyday makeup. Glamorous. Okay. Thank you for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Peace out.